Hey, thank you, Jessica, so much for meeting with me so we can get to know you a little bit better and hear your story. Tell me a little bit about where you were before this program that we all love.
Right? So it's
Yeah.
been about 14, 15 months. And before I came to digital marketing, I was in a sea of researching digital marketing. So I've sold MLM since I was high school. I've had two jobs since I was 16. My husband, has always worked 12 and 14-hour shifts, or me, two jobs, long shifts. And I would say when the pandemic hit, I was already selling a weight loss product and I'd been doing it. I'd had a team of people, but I was uncomfortable and I knew that my heart wasn't there. So I started researching like master resale rights and digital marketing, how to do affiliate marketing and TikTok shop. I started doing like a deep dive into that. And at that time, I would write down the creator's name. I would write down the day I subbed in or the day I sent them a message. He did that for 8 months. And nobody would return my emails. Nobody would they would just sent me a link and said, "Here, just go buy the program that was in my link." After coming from the MLM world and selling other people's product, I didn't want somebody that was just gonna slap a link in my face. I wanted somebody that's gonna help me. Um, Teaching me I love it. Let's just take a break. Look, you can make money online and have babies, so let's just see. This is real life, okay? Um I knew there had to be a way to make money online, but I didn't understand websites. I didn't understand digital marketing. I never heard the term before the pandemic. I would watch people on my newsfeed and like all their furniture matched and they had a perfectly white kitchen and their videos were spot on and their makeup was always perfect. Um that's not me. I only put makeup on today because of this interview. I haven't washed my hair for 3 days. That's just normal. I just didn't wanna, change the person that Christ wanted me to be to make money online, and I thought TikTok was a dancing app. I mean, I make money on all platforms, but I would watch these big fancy creators on TikTok. So, I bought 5 other so-called digital marketing courses in a span of 5 months. I spent thousands of dollars. I got ghosted. I got no help. I was still trying to push a weight loss product to make $7. I would spend hours on a Zoom with my so-called team. I lost friendships because I wanted people that had come to they wanted to sell the product with me and I was pushing them to get on Zooms and I was pushing them to work and I was pushing them to work the promos and then I lost those connections with people that were genuine to me because I was making money from them, which is multi-level marketing. So, before I came to the digital growth community and legacy builders, I was ready to get rid of my social media. I was done. I just didn't think it was for me. I was just like going to get another job, or my husband's going to get another job, or go back to work because he was cutting grass for himself at the time. And we were covered in credit card debt, working 12-hour shifts. Um, and I just thought there had to be a better way. I just didn't understand how to get there. Does that make sense? Like I seen it. I was jealous of other people online. I don't call myself a creator. I don't call myself like a influencer. I don't like those terms because they're social media branded that you have to match and everything has to look perfect. In my head, that's why.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I yeah, the legacy builder program, and I saw that there would be a daily pool and there would be a daily Zoom. I love it. I love that magical pride of everything. So many people think that they can't have kids and make money online or, I can't put my kid on camera. If my kid's nothing, you care.
It's real. It's real. I mean, there's not really a time that I don't get the fussiness, so it just you do what you have to do to get through it, and
And for you, you used to work, like you just said, you were an office manager and you worked with her all the time, and now you're a branded mom. So you can be on camera with a fussy mom, but you guys are together, right?
yes, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it.
Love what you just shared because there was some things that I didn't even know about you. You spent thousands before finding this program and didn't get the help that you needed. So, we do daily trainings. What else was so different about this program that really helped you?
I really think the first thing that drew me to it when my friend showed me was the fact that I didn't have to have an inventory to ship to people. I didn't have to recruit a team because I had done that. I've sold Pampered Chef, I've sold makeup, I've sold Modere, which is a weight loss product. I sold Avon, Mary Kay, and we were always buying catalogs. You had to have inventory, you had to pick up checks from people, you had to recruit people. I sold Pampered Chef for 15 or 20 years and I only made a certain percentage of that product. And the only way I would make more of that percentage is I recruited people. And then if they sold
For
the
them to sell.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's an awful hamster wheel. So I would buy these courses, I would find these influencers or these people that I thought I related to, but they sent me like a PDF and they're like, okay, check off all these boxes. And then this video will teach you how to make a website. In this video, you have to write all these emails. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I bought it thinking that it was easy because they said it was. They said I would make money right away, and I never did. I still have access to a lot of those programs. I just have no idea how to do it because I needed more like I'm not very tech savvy. I'm not really like smart with
It's
that.
more hand-holding.
Hats. So I say this all the time, but I made 100K in 6 months and I didn't make my website. I don't make the training videos. You get logged into a Zoom every day and I don't coordinate that. I get to log into that too. I've been here since November of 2023 and I still watch the daily videos. And there's hundreds of videos in our program on training modules I haven't even watched yet. Because for me, I get on information overload. So I just gotta, regulate. There's so much training in here. And that's what I love. Somebody that's already made money, that's already making multiple streams of income telling me, hey, this is what I did. Go do this. You know?
And it's never ending, like, she just keeps pouring into this community. I mean, she has the biggest heart. Like, you pay one time for a
Right.
program that you learn from forever. That's what I love the most about it. It's not
Yes.
just
And
a
I
one
right. Have you ever seen those courses where you pay a set price at the bottom and then you get access to part of the community, but oh, you can't get on these Zooms unless you pay this, or you can't do this unless you pay $7,000 or something ridiculous.
right.
We get that every day and we don't ever have to pay for that. Not after the first time.
Yeah, and then actually being able to, uh, have Q&A, like, you can raise your hand, they call on you, and you can ask whatever you need to work on, and they'll work with you. I had the biggest breakthrough with Michelle just last week,
Really?
and you don't get that anywhere else.
Mm-mm. You really don't, especially without, like, paying for a private coach, because you don't have to do that. You can ask we have a thread in our community, and you can ask your problem, and other people answer you. That happens all the time. The beauty of this, and I love that too, is we don't have to be away from each other. Like, we got a foot of snow on Sunday. In one day, we got an entire foot of snow. It's -9 today, and I don't have to leave my mouth and go to work.
But, yeah, you can do it literally anywhere. Yesterday, we went to the vet for my dog and got antibiotics for her, and I was able to make a video at the vet clinic and post it.
I like to really quick, I am 43 and I come from the generation that you don't take bathroom selfies, you don't put your face on social media. So when I started this, I was a little bit like, but it's a different world than when I was 20.
Mhm.
Like we didn't have social media. I think we had MySpace maybe back then, but you had to put it, you had it on a desktop at home. You didn't have anything like this.
Yeah.
So for me too, it was a mindset thing. Like, how am I going to put myself out there? What are people going to say about me? And over time, you're like, "I don't care. I just wanna help somebody, like, change their life. I don't care if you make fun of me or not. We're gonna do it." And that's, like, where in the beginning, I had a big block about I was selling weight loss products and putting half naked women in bikinis on my Facebook, but I was worried about making TikTok videos of myself. Like, like, it was a hump I had to get over.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a fear about putting my daughter's face on social media. I mean, my personal page is totally fine, but TikTok was a whole 'nother thing. But when Michelle said, "You just block people you don't want on your page," I'm like, "Okay, well, then we can do this."
I know my sister's like that, and I meet a lot of people that are like, "Well, I don't wanna put my kid on there. Why not?" Like, you wanna show real life, right? And she's a
Mhm.
part of your life. Maddie's your baby, so you
Yep.
s just block them, right?
I honestly, if I didn't have her face in anything, I would not be where I'm at today.
It helps you relate to other mothers. 100%.
Yeah, and it just wouldn't get done. I thought I could do it all during her nap times, but, like, she's at the age her schedule changes all the time. It's not gonna be consistent for moms.
As AD of it, right?
So we talked about the network marketing and all of that. This is completely different because you don't have to hunt down for a sale.
Right.
You get to attract your market to you. So how does that feel, that time difference?
Well, before I came to digital marketing, I was searching my friends list and I would send these messages to people that I haven't spoke to in years or that I barely even knew. I was sending friend requests to people that were friends of friends of friends, and it was cheesy. I live in a very small town. There are more people in our community. There are double the amount of people in our online community than in my small town. And it was so bad that I would see people at the store and they would put their head down because they're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk to that girl about her weight loss products." So, this has taught me to build an email list. It's taught me what to say on a video so people want to know what I'm doing. So they give me their email on my link on the website that I was given that I didn't have to create. And then people put their email in there and then I'm sending them emails. I'm not ever saying, "Oh my gosh, Ashley, I'm doing a digital marketing course. Do you want to look at it?" I've never said that. I made over $250,000 last year from social media and I never once sent a message and asked somebody to look at my content. Not one time. But I learned that here, right? Like it taught me what to say. It taught me how to say it. All the things, every platform, every way, multiple different ways. It's taught me how to do that without sending cold messages because nobody likes that.
Nope. And I was the kind of person that didn't like sending them, and I noticed that too. All of my friends ghosted me, completely avoided me, and I was a new mom.
Yeah.
I was just trying to pay bills as a new mom, and then nobody wanted anything to do with me because of it.
Right. Because you were Sally, spammy Sally.
Uh-huh.
Nobody wants that because they think the only reason you want to talk to them is because you want them to
The
buy something.
salesman thing. Yeah. Learning a way to attract those people to you who actually want what you have to offer.
Right.
I mean, that's the way the world's going anyway.
Definitely.
It likes being sold to.
Right. They want they want to see somebody that has value. They want whether you're giving somebody a recipe or giving them a Bible verse, people want to know what you have for them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Before the program, everybody stresses about money. And then now, where you're at today, how is your dynamic at home, like as a family?
My husband and I both quit our jobs. So neither one of us punch a time clock. Um, we can sleep in, stay up late. We don't though, like we usually go to bed early, but I feel like it's just a little bit of an ease. A few months ago, our mentor Michelle asked us, please describe your perfect day. And I was on a Zoom. She asked 500 people to describe their perfect day. And I thought, well, I'll think about that. The very next day, we all slept in, we got up and went to the couch and watched a movie. All 3 of us were on the couch together, my husband, my daughter, and myself, and our dog, and I took a picture, and I wanna keep that picture forever because it was, like, the very next day when she asked what our perfect day was like. Me, I'm not about, like, big fancy, like, stop at shop at the Dollar Tree and Walmart. I'm not I don't I mean, if the Lord wants us to move, then that's great. But I love our little house, our little payment, it's easy to clean. I'm not about bells and whistles, but I love like my daughter's painting and just like chill. I'm a homebody. We don't need to be in a hurry. We don't need to go anywhere.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so whenever you find somebody that is skeptical or is kind of in the same boat when you started, they don't think that they could do something like this. What would your advice be for them?
I ask most people, how long can you afford to stay where you are? So if it's gotten to the point where in a conversation with somebody and they're like, well, I don't think I can afford it or I don't believe it's real, the first thing I say, how long can you afford to stay where you are? Some people make their money back right away. Some people actually and haven't made their money back in 5 months. My sister was 2 months. It's different. This is a community of people that will teach you how to make money, but it's not a get rich quick scheme and it does take time and it does take effort. It's like a college class. And my question to people is that don't understand it is how long can you afford to stay uneducated? Not we think about all of us that have quit our jobs and how long can you afford to stay in the situation that you're in? Because 75% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that might be up by now. 75% of Americans don't have $500 in their savings account and they live paycheck to paycheck. I always throw that back at them. Like if you knew there was a class that would teach you how to make multiple streams of income. I started November of 23, no followers, no idea how to make TikTok videos. All I'd ever done is post on Facebook and do a few reels. And it's taught me now I have 13 streams of income.
Wow.
So I feel like people are just scared because there's a lot. There's a lot of different classes. There's a lot of different things that will help you. But for me, I needed a daily video. I needed the recipe from somebody that was already making money that was gonna tell me what to do every day. I needed help. I gotta plug into that. I gotta watch that. So it gives me structure and it tells me what to do. And sometimes I sacrifice sleep and I watch those videos, or sometimes I get up early to do training videos. But, I did it for an entire year with a full-time job, homeschooling my daughter, church 3 to 5 turn and messy. This So my biggest question is to most people is how long can you afford to watch me change my life knowing I could help you change yours? How long are you gonna stay in that same boat?
Right. You're just spending more time at that point.
And I think most people that I speak to spend hours.
Yes.
You're never getting paid for that, and it's 2025, it's different than it was 10 years ago. Even, like, most people that do TikTok Shop average 2 or $300 a month. Just and that's life-changing, but I wanted more than $3 off of a hairbrush, and then when I get in these conversations with people like, "I watched your entire life. How old are you watching?" "Oh, I'm averaging about 6 to 8 hours a day on my phone." Mind-blowing to me that people will spend hours scrolling reels or watching people on live, but then complain that they can't buy a course to spend 2 hours or less a day to learn how to make money on that app.
Yep. And a lot of things in their home cost way more than this course does. When you really think about it, yes. Phones are number 1.
Mhm. Really have other things, on the computer I'm talking to you on, it really does. Like, if people's TV broke, they'd go buy another one, even if they had to put it on credit my way. Or if your phone broke right now, you would call that company and you'd do whatever you can to get a phone shipped to you, and you'd put it on a payment plan.